We have to include. So that closed interval 2, 2 here because lesser than or equal to 2. See here 3. 3 is common to for both, but it is only lesser than 3. Lesser than. Nothing but here open. The lesser than or equal to means we can include here. So we have to take closed interval 2 to open interval 3. This is the answer. This is the only common region for both the intervals. If you get confused, then you can draw the real line separately also. Numerator is from 2 to 4. This is related to numerator. Denominator minus 3 to plus 3. So now what is the common region for here? 2 to till, sorry, we should not take, till 3. 2 to 3. This is the only common region from here to here. So which one of the option is correct? Fourth option. They asked me. All are easy. Okay. Now coming to the next question, 13th question, domain. Domain means we need to find x values. First, sine inverse is there. I want to eliminate 1 function. First, I want to remove that sine inverse. Since we know that, students, sine inverse lies between, what is the domain of sine inverse?
-1 to 1.
Yeah, -1 lesser than or equal to log of x squared by 2 lesser than or equal to 1. Right. Completed. Now, I need to eliminate this log also, but base is what? What is the base is given? 3. So when the base is given 3 here, we should take that exponential function as, what should we take it? 3 power minus 1, 3 power log 3, 3 power plus 1. Now, when base of log here, this both will be same, get cancelled. So 3 power minus 1 here, 3 power plus 1. 3 power minus 1 means, okay, 3 power minus 1 lesser than or equal to x squared by 2 lesser than or equal to 3 power 1 is 3. We got, but we required only x values. So 3 power minus 1 is 1 by 3.
So x square by 3, sir.
X squared by 3 is there. Okay, sorry, here 3. 3 power minus 1 is 1 by 3. So what I want to do is I want to multiply with 3 because this 3 you can cross multiply otherwise. So here 3 lesser than or equal to x square lesser than or equal to 3 into 3. 3 into 3 get cancelled. 1 lesser than or equal to x square lesser than or equal to 9. See here, for what value of x? For what value of x that x square becomes 1 as well as 9? Which of the following options? When I take x value is -1, what is -1 square? Is it equal to +1 or not? If I take +1, 1 square is that. -3 whole square, -3 whole square, +9. Yeah, it satisfies. So option 3 is right. Each and every value of option 3 is satisfied the curve. So option 3 is right. Next. Here, what about the question number 14? 14 log of 9 minus x square.
This, the above one, we should exclude 0, sir.
Where?
Then
Yeah, we should exclude 0. See here. If we include 0, what will happen? Log 0 square by log 0. Is it right? Is it right?
No, sir.
This log 0 is existent. Does not
No,
exist.
sir.
So that, yes, since just up to -1, 1 to 3. That's the reason.
Okay, sir.
Right, next 14th question. Here also, if you see that it does not exist for 3, substitute 3 here in place of x. 9 minus 3 square. Then, yes or no, students? 9 minus 3 square means, so that it will be log 0 will get. When you substitute x is equal to 0, log 0 undefined. So that x should not be 3. If you see the options also, they are given clearly open interval. Because of the reason, x should not be 0. Actually, so log x, since we know that, what is log x value? Log x must be, log x is defined when x is greater than 0. Remember that. The domain of logarithmic function always greater than 0. In place of x, what is the function is there? 9 minus x square. So that 9 minus x square also greater than or equal to 0. So which implies not greater than or equal to 0, just only greater than.
9 greater than x square.
Only so 9 greater than x square. Nothing but x square lesser than 9. 9 can be the 3 square. Like this. Already we done this. So this is nothing but modulus x lesser than 3. Nothing but minus 3 lesser than x lesser than 3. Nothing but, or else in open interval minus 3 to 3. Open interval minus 3 to 3. And if you see the options, so your first option is minus 3 to 3. Minus 3 to 3, 0 also there. Can you include 0? Is it exist for 0?
No.
Anyone? Why? When you substitute 0, log 9 only will get, no? Not log 9 is
Base 0.
yes, base. Very good.
Base.
Exactly. So base should not be equal to 0. In the same way, base also should not be even negative also. Base also should not be negative. See here, if we simplify that, we got minus 3 to 3. What about minus 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1? Negative values. We should not negative. We cannot take this. And also here we got the value till maximum value is 3. We should not take x value more than 3. Maximum value 3 only. So what is the second option? Till infinite. Substitute 4 here. 9 minus 4 square. Log of negative value. Negative does not exist. Log of negative doesn't. So this is wrong. This is wrong. Even it cannot be taken negative. What is the right answer? This is. Just logical questions. Okay. And see here, they given two different functions. In above question, they given only till above question, they given only one function, but here two different functions. Like first one, let us take g of x. Second one, you can take h of x. Then after finding here g of like domain, here also domain. So x union d. Sorry, x intersection. The domain of g of x intersection, like if I take domain of g of x is d1, domain of h of x is d2, then d1 intersection d2 will give the common region. So f of x, or I'm writing the property here, f of x and g of x are any two functions. Your domain x belongs to d1, your domain of g of x belongs to d2, then g1 plus, sorry, the function f plus g, the function f minus g, the function f into g, the function f by g, g not equal to 0. So is these all four cases, d1 intersection d2 be the common domain. Required domain. Okay, d1 is the domain of f, d2 is domain of g, f plus g, f minus g, f into g, f by g. For all four cases, d1 intersection d2, nothing but common for both. Common values only required domain. Okay, anyhow, two functions they given. Separately, you can find the x values. F of x is equal to 3 by, what is the function they given? 3 by 4 minus x square. Right, let's log x square minus x or x cube. It is x cube. Base 10, they given general logarithm. Base 10 is general, base e means natural. Okay, fine, student. First, you have to find the domain separately. So here, only the thing is, when 3 by 4 minus x square is exist, anyone? When this function is exist, 4 minus x square must be greater than 0 or lesser than 0 or equal to 0 or not equal to 0.
Greater than 0.
Okay, is it not exist for lesser than 0? I want to take this value is 4 minus x square. It's lesser than 0, nothing but this value I want to take minus 1. 3 by minus 1 does not exist. Doesn't exist 3 by minus 1.
Sir, x not equal to plus or minus 2.
X not equal to. First, the thing is, this must be non-zero. Because here we don't have any square root. As you said, like a greater than 0 means whenever we are having like a square root. When we are having square root, it must be greater than 0. But we don't have any square root, just it is not equal to 0, that's it. If it is equal to 0, what will happen? 3 by 0 undefined. So this value not equal to 0, so that 4 is equal to 4 not equal to x square, then x is not equal to plus or minus 2. Nothing but x value does not exist for only, so I am taking set from that curly bracket, minus 2 plus 2 alone. Other than minus 2 plus 2, it is exist for every real number. Okay.
Then R minus we should take, no, sir.
Yes. Yeah. X not
Okay,
equal to
sir.
RS.
Okay, sir.
R minus, as you said, like this is the domain. Fine. So it is exist minus infinity to plus infinity, other than minus 2, other than plus 2. Exists for everywhere. Okay. This is domain for. Then second log, since we know that this x cube base is clearly positive, x cube minus x must be belongs to real number or greater than
Greater
0,
than
lesser?
0.
Only greater than 0. Okay, right. What is the common? X common. X square minus 1 greater than 0. So what do you observe here? X is either, so the meaning of this, either both will be positive, both will be negative. Plus into plus, plus into plus, plus into plus, it is greater than. Minus into minus, it is greater than. But you should not take one is positive, one negative. Okay, to find this, first I want to find x values above. For that, I want to take equal 0. Here either x is equal to 0 or x square minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, so x is equal to 0, 1 value, x is equal to plus or minus. Am I right? Take minus 1 right side, x square is equal to plus 1, plus or minus 1. Finally, x values we got 0, plus 1, minus 1. Okay, student, we got x value, these values. If I substitute x is equal to 0, minus 1 plus 1 in the given function, is the function is defined? Anyone? Is the
No, sir,
logarithmic
not
exist
defined.
for these three values? No. No. Because if you substitute 0, the value becomes 0. Substitute minus 1, 0. Plus 1, 0. So log doesn't exist for these three values. We cannot exclude. But other than these three values, till what value from here? What do you observe here? Minus 2 to x value, minus 2 to plus 2 we got, and not 2 to plus 2. Just minus 2, just plus 2 alone. So when we draw the real line, let us see the common values. First, I am going to draw the real line for first one. It can take only minus 2, it can take only plus 2. This is real line. So next, the next log for logarithmics, the real line is minus infinity to plus infinity. So here x value is 0, here 1, here minus 1, and 2, 3, some up till 5. So your log value does not exist at 0. Log value does not exist at 0. What are the options they given here? Okay, fine. So here the thing is, not equal to not, and even it does not exist for this. But see, logarithmic at these three values alone does not exist. From but in between here, -1 to the substitute any value. -1 to means minus 0.5 I am taking. What about this value for minus 0.5? Substitute here. 0.5 means 1 by 2. 1 by 2 whole cube minus of minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2 whole cube minus of minus 1 by 2. What about the value? Is it positive or negative? Yes, say.
Negative.
Negative, are you sure?
Yes, sir.
No. Minus into minus? Plus. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 8. Is it lesser than 0? Gokul. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, sir.
Okay, no problem. So what do you observe here? It is exist for negative values also. Logarithmic is exist for negative value, but other than -1. So that what to do? -1, we should exclude that. -1 to 0, union. 0 to 1, union. Okay. Then 2 also include here clearly. Then 1 to infinity will write. 1 to infinity or okay. Particularly at 2 only it is exist. You can write 0 to okay. Correct. We check it just between -1 to 0. It is exist. But when you observe here, is there the value exists for +2? Anyone? +1 by 2. The logarithm does not exist from 0 to 1. Take any value, +1 by 2 can take, substitute in logarithmic function. We will get negative value. Am I right? Am I right, student?
Yes, sir.
Take 1 by 2. So 1 by 1 by 8 minus 1 by 2 again negative values. Negative 8 is equal to negative, so does not exist. So the required region is fourth option. Fourth option is right. Carefully how to do that. The reason they given in 2003. Any doubt? It's not like matrices. It's not like okay determinant. It is completely concept oriented. Function concept means completely concept. You have to think very logically. Okay, you have to analyze that. Okay, then only you'll get the answers.
Sir, can you
Not at
show
all
the slides? Sir?
But for positive values, after 1, it would exist, no, sir?
after one. So that we are taking 1 comma 2, no? 1 to 2. For every value it is existed other than 1 and 2.
Okay, sir.
At 2 this does not exist because this first function is exist for at 2. As you said, 1 to infinity it is exist second function, but what about at 2? First function does not exist. Understood?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yeah. You can include the domain of both. Okay. Don't think about only second, don't think about only first. Common. Right? Next 16th question. 16th question, only just look at your square root is there. When square root is possible, exist. 1 minus x square must be greater than 0 or greater than or equal to 0. Yes.
Greater than or equal to.
So when 1 is greater than or equal to x square, then x square is lesser than or equal to 1 square. Modulus x is lesser than or equal to 1. This can be written as -1 lesser than or equal to x. Okay. greater than or equal to, right? That's it. Now, -1 to +1. That is nothing but what? X is belongs to what? -1 comma 1. Second option is correct. Okay. Any doubt here? See that this value alone you can take. Okay, if you take, for example, even it is greater than 1, greater than or equal to 0, like x value from -1 to 1, any value, this square root value is existing. Function f of x is existing. If you get any doubts, you can take, like substitute x is equal to 1 here, 1 minus 1, 0, square root of 0 is 1. So square root of 1 minus square root of 1 is 1. Final f of x becomes 0. F of x becomes 0. No, 0 is a defined value. We can't say it is undefined, right? Okay, 17th question, students. The questions which is related to domain and which is related to range and which is related to 1, 1 and on to. Very important, already I told you that. Okay, here log of cos x is there, student. Anyone can say that answer here. Say here, what is the domain of cos generally? Cos
-1 to 1.
-1 to plus.
minus infinity to plus infinity, that is real number. Am I right? What is the domain of log? Cos is minus infinity to infinity. And log? Yes. 0 to infinity. Log is a domain. Log x can take any negative value, x can take any 0 here. Right. What is the common region for both? 0 to infinity. Okay. So third option is correct. Cos is minus infinity to infinity, but log can take from minus 0 to infinity. So no need to check even cos also, simply you can take log. Right, 18th question. Cos inverse of 2 by 2 plus sin x contained in 0 to 2 pi is 0 to 2 pi is anyone? Is it pi by 2 pi or else 0 to pi? Cos inverse is okay. Cos inverse of what is the principal value branch of cos inverse, students?
0 to
Principal-
2.
Yeah. So here, what is the domain of cos inverse? -1.
-1 to 1.
-1. In place of x, what is the function here? 2 plus sin x is lesser than or equal to 1. Okay. So for what value of x, this is -1 to 1. X lies between from -1 to 1, clearly 0 to 5. Okay. 0 to pi can satisfy, like, for example, if you take minus pi by 2 plus pi by 2, okay, what is the value we get? Okay, so we should not take negative value because they given 0 to 2 pi. Understood, student? So anyhow, we are going to get the principal value branch, whatever the x value is give. So this is the domain. Principal value branch does not exist more than pi and lesser than 0. So cos inverse is there indirectly. Okay. And also that is then here also 0 to pi. 0 to pi, sin x is positive. Getting any doubts? Yeah, ask.
Sir, if we use pi by 2 also 2 minus, because for sin x only 1 will be the end value. Sir.
Yeah.
So 2
Yeah.
minus 1,
No. What
only
is
1 will come in the denominator.
No. You are asking about this fourth option. Am I right?
Sir, no, sir. If we substitute minus pi by 2 for sin x, sir.
Okay.
So 2 minus 1 will only come, sir.
So does not exist, that is. See
Sir,
here,
it will exist
minus,
only, no, sir, because
look at here, look at
0 will
here.
not come. Sir.
Look at here. If you substitute this minus pi by 2, you're asking about minus pi by 2, am I right?
Yes, sir.
If you substitute minus pi by 2, what will happen? 2 by 2 minus
2
1.
minus 1, sir.
Okay, is minus 2 is lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Is it possible?
So, okay, sir. I did not check it.
Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. Because 2 is more than 1, even it doesn't exist, so that we cannot consider any negative value. But take 0 to pi because sin x is positive first quadrant, second quadrant. First option is only first quadrant, second option second quadrant, but sin is positive from 0 to 180, first and second, so that you can take both the values. So third option is correct. Understood? 19th question. Student, for any value of x, x is belongs to R, the x minus modulus x is equal to 5. Is it exist?
No, sir.
Is it exist?
Fractional parts are not equal to 5.
It is not a fraction part. X minus fx only fraction part. Absolute value they give. It is not possible for any real number. It will become plus 5. So null set. Does that exist? Does not exist. Yeah, this is a logical question. Again, domain of the function defined by. Okay, see here, this is related to permutation. For what value of x the permutation will be exist? Yes, students. Okay, if I substitute the 7, first option, let's see the first option. If I substitute 7 here in place of x, what we will get? 0p minus 4. Does it exist? A negative value?
Positive
So,
4, no,
plus
sir.
4.
Okay, sorry, plus 4. But what about 0? See here, NPR. What about n? N is lesser than r, n is greater than or equal to r.
So R is less than equal to
R is lesser than or equal to n. When you take 7, what we come? 0p4. Is this right? When we got n value is lesser than r, but the actual thing is r must be lesser than or equal to n. Is it true? When I take x is equal to 7, 0p4, it doesn't exist. Okay, n value must be greater than or equal to r. So at 7, it doesn't exist, so that first option, second option is wrong. Let us see third and fourth alone. Okay.
The third option, because minus will not come in the fourth case.
Exactly. So here, if you substitute 1, what will happen? 1, 6p, you substitute 6p minus 2. 1 minus 3, minus 2 only. Is it possible to find permutation?
No, sir.
No. So fourth option wrong. So third option. Third option substitute any value 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So it is exist. Check it once. Okay, check it once. Okay, students, let us discuss for, I think so you understood the 20. Let us go for 21. For 21. See, f of n is greater than 2. When, for every natural number, when f of n value is greater than 2. When n value is 364, f of n value is greater than 2, or 147, or only 47 or 7. Okay, what is the common for all three? 7, 7, 7. Okay, let us check that 7. If 7 is wrong, first, all three options are wrong. Second, third, fourth. Okay. Okay, right. Now, Here K belongs to Z, K belongs to Z, K belongs to Z. Substitute 7 here. Substitute 7. N value 7 here.
3,7.
Yes.
Sir, in the second option you are telling, sir,
It is a constant. We nothing to. This is 2 fixed. When n is equal to multiple of 3, fixed. N is equal to 7. When we are going to get the n value is 7. Which one? Second option. N is equal to 7. It belongs to 3 into 2 plus 1, 7. And K is equal to 2. Then N value becomes 7. 7 substitute here. N minus 7, 3. 3 is clearly f of n. 3 is greater than 2. Satisfies. Okay, next step. 7 is satisfied. So that the answer might be second, third, fourth. Because in first option there is no 7. Even though 7 satisfied. Next, first you can take 1. Is 1 is belongs to which condition? 1. In what case we are going to get 1 here? Plus 1. Third one or first one? Third one. Okay, for what value of integer it will be plus 1? Yes, students. Just option verification here. Is n is equal to 1 is belongs to third option. Okay, if it is belongs to third option, then the f of n value we are getting 0. Already they given 0. This is absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. Because 0 is lesser than 2. Lesser than 2, but here the function must be greater than 2. Understood? So again, this plus 1 is belongs to second condition. See here K is equal to 0. K is equal to 0, here we get 0, here we get 1, here we get 2. Nothing but n is equal to 1 we are getting. Okay, second option, that n is equal to 1, substitute here. 9 we are getting, 9 is again greater than 2. I told you we are clearly we have to think very logically, then we'll get easily answer. Nothing difficult. Compared to remaining chapter, this is easy because just logical thinking, right? Next, 4 you can do. Which one of the following n satisfy 4? First one, second one, or third one? For what value of k will get 4?
Second one.
Second again, k is equal to 1, 3 into 1 plus 1, 4. 4 means substitute 4 here, 10 minus 4, 6, 6 greater than 2. 1, 4, 7 is right, absolutely right. But is 3? If 3 is there, is first option is right, we have to check all the options. 3, when you substitute means 3, n value is 3. Okay, which one of the condition will give 3? 3 conditions are 3 cases are given. If 3k plus 1 will get 3, no. 3k plus 2 get 3, no. This one will get 3. 3 into k value 1, 3. But what is the value 2? Is 2 is greater than 2? Is that 2 satisfy this condition? Never. So that 3 not satisfying. So first option wrong. So 1, 4, 7. All 3 are satisfying the condition. Is it clear, students? Second option is right. Okay, coming to the question number 22. Okay.